Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the UCLA Bruins taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So UCLA's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking for a man. It's Gore. And the quick shuffle pass. They'll go with the quick touch pass. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Snags it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Second and goal for this offense. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bruins.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Makes the quick grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Oh, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Karapateas. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Bruins are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Gore. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. The tag. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. What a snag by the defense.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you get...
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. Looking downfield, it's Gore. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And they swarm him under.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gets open down the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. A strike downfield. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's Gore. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Handoff to the single back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Handoff from the gun. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Cooks. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Bruins are on the move. The give from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
To the air, it's Karapateas. Quickly out to the tight end.
The pass on 2nd down was caught by the tight end. Run that bounce at the 41-yard line. That's the end of the first.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll throw it on first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint action, put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? To throw, it's Gore. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. Running with power.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Karapateas. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Coming after him. He's going to take off. The Bruins just can't get a 3rd down stop. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll try to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved him right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside is 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. They're going to ride this running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Can't hang on, he muffs it.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Gore. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It is perfect. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Looking to buy time. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. He'll do it himself. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra: be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll run it on the counter. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Karapateas. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Looking to throw for it. He's right on target. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Back to the air one more time. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. On 3rd down, going up top. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going up top on 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going downfield for the big play. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Karapateas. Got his man downfield. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
UCLA, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Running to the left. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. At the 35, he's loose. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Gore. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to get the first through the air. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Back to pass, it's Gore. Keeps looking downfield. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Now on second and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Just about set to kick it away.
Minnesota 24, UCLA 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He now has 110 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Karapateas. Got his man quickly.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the Golden Gophers have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play is going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Quick strike complete. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Bruins will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Nifty little dance step. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down.
They're trailing by just 2 to TCU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap, try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Bulls his way forward. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Karapateas. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the punishment has been extended. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24.
Makes the grab on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Oh, nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my neck, make a stop on this goal line stand here.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Looking to throw it again. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Back to throw. It's Gore. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
41, UCLA, 25.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Discards a man. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got an open man. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the route is on.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be dragged down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to throw, it's Gore. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bruins are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's good enough for
Out of the gun, the inside give. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now they'll run the draw. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Firing toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. UCLA will go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Dropping back, it's Gore. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quickly complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That keeps the score. Minnesota 48, UCLA.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now on the counter. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Gore. Working that left side now. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Made a defender miss. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 21 to TCU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They try to pop a run on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're facing a 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Karapateas. Makes the grab on the left. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch called for and made. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, UCLA! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Got his man quickly. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The inside handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Complete.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? The give as they work on that clock. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
And I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Gore. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Going over the top. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
First down for the offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. He wants to throw it. He's got it. And he hauled it in, but couldn't quite get it to the end zone. Defense forces him out of bounds at the 3. On second down, he'll fire. Looking to scramble. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Here in the fourth quarter, they've just got to get into field goal range to give themselves a shot, but they're not going to get there if they can't protect the QB. They've given up back-to-back sacks.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Right down the boulevard, it's good. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback on the keeper. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Off-play action on first down. Makes his connection.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Quick pass on the fly motion. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Minnesota! They strike first here in overtime.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Touchdown, Bruins! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And the extra point splits the uprights. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Looking to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to run for it. And the Bruins get enough to move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. Movement here from the tight end. They're getting this guy lathered up. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, UCLA. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
To the air, it's Gore. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime.
And makes the score. UCLA 63, Minnesota.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The snap sets up to throw. Pressure coming. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules that changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
He's looking to pass. They couldn't get it in, and what a heartbreaking way for this one to end in double overtime. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing a ball.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.